Hello friends and families, I am JR Lee and welcome to my channel. In this YouTube video, I will shine my new pair of Allen Edmonds McAllister shoes. So let's get to it. Alright gentlemen, before I begin with shining my shoes, let me introduce to you first dun sa mga materials or products that I am using. So what you see here in front of me are all Saphir products. So Saphir is made from France, and I came to know this product through a friend, and I did some research on their website and found out that, in my honest opinion, this is the best of the best in terms of shoe shine care, shoe shine product. So these two bottles that you see here, this is called Saphir mint oil. So it's a liquid base, so liquid siya, and then this can be used in all types of leather. So whether it be like your wife's bag, bags, shoes, and belts. So again, this is like a liquid base mint oil. And then next to that, this is called the Saphir Renovateur. And this right here is primarily for shoes. So you can use this and have the best results in terms of shining your shoes. So in today's shoe shining session, I will be using Saphir Renovateur. But then again, kung wala naman kayong Saphir Renovateur, and if it is not available in your area, and meron kayong ganito na available sa area nyo, you can definitely use mint oil. And then next to that is this Saphir Renovateur, Saphir Pommadier cream. So again, this is the Renovateur cream, and this is the Pommadier cream. So what is Pommadier cream? So basically, this cream do wonders when it comes to shoes. So it adds pigment or color to the shoes. It enhances the color of your shoes. And another thing is that it will nourish and moisturize your shoes. So I am using a 03, it says here light brown, because for me, this McAllister shoes, yes, it is in the shade of brown, but in a lighter shade of brown. But other people would want to darken their shoes. So they, instead of using a light brown, ang gagamitin nila is yung medium brown, and then meron din dark brown. But since for me, I would like to maintain the same color of these shoes in its original color. So that's why I opted to use the light brown cream polish. And next to that is a shoe shine hairbrush. So this is made of horse hair. So this is called the horse hair shoe shine brush. And if you're gonna invest in quality shoes, might as well invest in a quality brush. And then lastly, of course, ginupit ko lang yung white t-shirt ko. It's totally worn out. So instead of throwing away yung white t-shirt, I'm gonna use this instead. Alright gentlemen, let's begin. So I'm gonna remove the shoe trees first before doing the polishing. So what's the importance of a shoe tree? So this shoe is made of cedar, and what it does is it helps maintain the shape of your shoes. Because if you're not gonna use this, what will happen eventually, due to the number of wears that your shoes will accumulate over time, para siyang mag-bend, it will have like a bend or a curve over time, and you want to prevent that. And another thing And one of the major benefits of a shoe tree is that when you put it in your shoes, ma-stretch yung leather niya. And yung creasing on the band, creasing in Tagalog is gusot or kulubot, it will minimize that. So that's the reason why I use a shoe tree. And then itap-in ko lang tong shoelaces inside so that when I begin polishing, hindi siya tatamaan. Okay? So again, for the shoe trees, that's the major benefit of it. It stretches the leather, it will help maintain the shape of your shoes, and then yung creasing niya, instead of developing a large number of creasing on the band, it will be minimized. So I'm gonna polish this first before applying the Saphir products. And the reason behind that is you want to remove the excess dirt, debris, and even dust on top of the shoe. So just gently polish your shoes, just like this. Now for some people, they remove the shoelaces on their shoes. But for me, for the purposes of this shoe shine polish video, I'll keep it in. Okay? So let's do the other pair. Now I will ask you a question. For a new pair of shoes, is it really a need to polish or shine them since they are new? What do you think? Siyempre, sasagutin ko yung old question ko. Okay, so say for example, let's put it this way. Say for example, you went to a mall, buy a new shirt, clothes. As soon as you get home, would you wash it, or after buying it, just wear it without washing it? So what will be your take on that? So personally for me, I will definitely wash it. Why? Because you'll never know how many people try that clothes on. So we don't have the same hygiene when it comes to clothes. So for me, talagang I will definitely wash it. So for a brand new shoes, you have to remember that this came out of the factory. And since this came out of the factory, wala talaga siyang protection when it comes to trim or polish. So as soon as I get a new pair of shoes, I make it a point na before using it, talagang I'll definitely polish it first before wearing them. So here's my cotton cloth that I'll be using. Okay, so here's the Renovateur cream. So in applying this Renovateur cream, just make sure that you apply less product on the shoes. Meaning to say, less is more, because the problem that you will experience if you apply na sobrang dami, it will just build up on your shoes, and later on you will have some problem when you do the buffing or polishing using the brush. So I'm doing a circular motion. So for me, I will start on the toe and move my way down dito naman sa at the back end of the shoe, at the counters. This is called the counters of the shoe. So just like that. So just do and apply small Renovateur cream on your shoes, and then you can also do it dito sa heels. So basically, this is the heel part of the shoe. You can also apply the Renovateur cream on the heels of your shoes. Okay, and right there immediately you will see the difference when you apply this cream, because you are nourishing and moisturizing the leather. So you have to remember that leather is also an animal skin. So before it became a leather, through the tanning process, at first it is an animal skin. And how can we relate to that? Syempre, di ba? Ako personally, I make sure that I apply lotion or cream before leaving the house, and even in the evening before sleeping. And that is to help moisturize and nourish my skin. And the same principle also applies when it comes to leather shoes. So you want to make sure to apply protection to your shoes so that in turn it will last many years. And on my previous video, I did a review of these shoes, and then I said that through proper care and maintenance, it will last 5 to 10 years. But if you really take good care of your shoes, not only it will last 10 years, it will last a lifetime. And I can almost guarantee that it will. But of course, it depends on how you take care of it. Because we're talking about leather here. So that's why. So leather is very durable, and like I've said on the previous video, that a full grain leather is a really tough kind of material. So there, I finished applying the Renovateur cream. So what I'll do next is buff them or polish them. So for some people, what they do is they leave yung Renovateur cream on top of their shoe 5 to 10 minutes. And you can definitely do that. So I applied yung cream on the left side of the shoe. I rested it, I guess, for a good minute or two, and then move on to the right pair of the shoe. And now I'm gonna buff it. So just gently buff it. And from here, up close and personal, you can all immediately see the difference. And if the mink oil is available in the market and walang Renovateur cream in your area, it's also okay. You can stop right here. But to enhance and to add pigment or color to your shoes, it's better if you use the Renovateur cream. Okay? Now we'll go on to the right pair of the shoe. So again, just gently brush it, just like this. Okay guys, so the next step after applying the Renovateur cream, we'll go ahead and apply the Pommadier cream. So again, this is to add pigment or color to the shoes, and it also adds protection as well to the shoes. So I'm going to use the same cloth. So the way you do it is you just wrap it on your index and middle finger, and then just like one loop, just like that. Tuck it in so that it will be secure, hindi siya maalis agad sa kamay. So again, just like when you apply the Renovateur cream, just apply a small portion of the cream on top of your shoes. So I will stress it out. You need to apply really less. Again, less is more. So before ako Allen Edmonds, this type of quality of shoes, I use genuine leather most of my life, and then I was using kiwi. So kiwi is very popular in all parts of the world, but what I've learned is that kiwi contains yung hard silicones, and over time it will damage your shoes. And that's the truth, because I was one time I was in a Dubai mall, and I was in a cobbler shop, and the cobbler received a pair of shoes, and he was telling me this story. The brand of the shoes is a Berluti shoes, and the owner of the shoes, what he wanted was for his shoes to be polished. Pero what happened was that the cobbler actually was honest to him, and he said that the shoes has been totally damaged. You know the reason why? Because apparently the owner used yung kiwi, yung liquid siya, yung instant na shoe polish. Then when you apply it, instant shine siya. It will definitely have a shine when you apply that. But later on, as you keep on using it, it will damage the shoes because of the silicone that is on the product. But with Saphir, they are using natural products. That is why this Saphir Pommadier cream will be best for your shoes. So it's been like almost 3 years that I haven't been using kiwi. Okay, so I've done applying the cream. So what I'll do next is buff it. Just like this. You know, over time, when shining my shoes, because there are times that I use my left and right hand, and that is exactly what you need to do. So that you can rest the other hand and use the other hand. Say, at some point, it's a little bit tiring if you're gonna buff, or if you're gonna shine a few pairs of shoes. So for me, I even shine the shoes of my wife. I make it a point to shine her shoes. So I do it on a weekend where I have a lot of time. So during the weekends, I really make it a point to shine my shoes and my wife's shoes. So I do it once a week. So if you're gonna ask me how often do I need to polish my shoes? And to answer that question, I think you should polish your shoes once a week, especially when you wear it like 2 to 3 times in the office, at work, and even at school. So you need to polish it. So that's how I do it. I polish it at least once in a week. So let's keep on buffing. So since these are new pair of shoes, I will do a second coating. Okay, a second coating of the Pommadier cream. So by doing a second coating of the Pommadier cream, I just want to make sure that the shoes are, number one, protected, and they are well nourished, moisturized with the cream, so that I'll be able to enhance the condition of the shoes. So again, just apply a small portion right here. So you don't want to end up applying too much of cream, because you will have a hard time buffing it later on. So again, less is more. So that is exactly what I'm doing. And the way I do it, it's in a circular motion. And then for other people who wants to add patina to their shoes or darken their shoes, what they do is, instead of using a light brown shoe cream, they will use either the medium brown or the dark brown. So what I have with me, I also have yung medium brown, and I use that medium brown shoe polish or shoe cream with my shoes that has a darker pigment or a darker color. Okay. So let's move on to the right side. So back then, for me it was a tedious process to polish shoes. So maybe because it's a low quality and cheap shoes that I was polishing. So my goal back then was just to remove the dirt and give it a polish. But for now, since I really want to make sure that this pair of shoes lasts for many, many years, I make it a point to polish my shoes once a week. And just like I said before, it was a tedious process. Nakakatamad talaga siya. But eventually, since I want to make sure to take care of my shoes, it has become like a hobby, and it turned out to be a passion as well. Because like when you go to your office, so the first thing that people will see are your shoes. Believe me. Say for example, nasa elevator kayo, it's kind of rude to look at other people like face to face or stare at them like that. So normally, you either look straight, just like this, look up, or look down. So for me, I tend to look straight and look down and look at the shoes of other people. And I guess just from there, you can somehow tell the character of that person just by looking at his shoes, how that person takes care of his shoes. So guys, I've done applying the second coat of the Pommadier cream. So I will just put this aside and let's start buffing it just like this. So when you are polishing your shoes, I highly recommend that you also set aside time. Like for me, I'm a family man. I have my kids, my wife. We have our activities, especially during the weekend. Our weekend here, from where I am, starts on a Friday and Saturday. And for me, I usually do my shoe shine polish on the weekends because it gives me a lot of time. Because I also want to spend a huge amount of time with my family. So normally, if I'm gonna polish a few pairs of my shoes during the weekend, it takes me about 40 to 1 hour to complete it. So the left side is done. I'm gonna do the right side. And the sound of the brush is music to my ears. Because as you keep on brushing and buffing your shoes, turns out it will shine. It will have a shine. Alright, I think we are done here. So let's put this aside. And then I'm gonna put back the cedar shoe piece. Just like that. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed watching this shoe shine polish video. If you have any questions, please write it down in the comments section below. Once again, thank you for your time, for watching this video. I will definitely see you soon. And before I leave, I'm gonna get some videos of this shoe so that you'll be able to see the before and after condition of the shoes. So always take care. Bye-bye for now.